All right, let me clean up here a little bit. That goes away. This goes also away. And let me see if I remember how this works. There we go. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I was sick last week, but we're back now with more Blue Archive. I had a bunch of other Blue Archive streams I was planning, but I guess there's several things happening now in the game, so gotta keep up a little bit. Hey TGR, hey Tactician Chance, hey Multi, welcome. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, first things first. Who thought we were going to be getting Pilot Suit Yuzu and Amy this soon? I did not. I thought we were gonna be waiting, I don't know, maybe 6 months, 1 year from now to get everyone from the final chapter of Decagrammaton, but I guess not. They're releasing everyone. Every single one of them is getting released one banner after the next, and I wasn't ready for that. We definitely have to save a lot more than usual. I hope this is not going to be a trend. I hope this is just like a one-time thing because of story reasons. But even so, I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, if you haven't heard, I just saw it maybe a couple of days ago on Reddit. I didn't even see it on Twitter, where most of the announcements were coming from. But apparently, we're getting the pilot version of we're getting everyone from Decagrammaton. So initially, it was just going to be, well, Toki was free. And then Himari and Rio, and then Aris and Kay, those were separate banners, and we were ready for that, right? Because we heard about all that. But no one announced that Yuzu and Amy were also going to be ready right afterwards. Like, what the heck? They got the Koyuki treatment. She dropped in the middle of the FNAF showdown. Wait, Koyuki got dropped in the middle of Volume F? Are you serious? Is that what happened? I didn't know. I mean, I guess technically speaking, that's when Koyuki was let out of the room. So, when everyone else was, like, I guess waiting for her to be released from, what do you call this? Since the bunny event, I suppose. But that's hilarious. Koyuki and Bei Shiroko rerun. I see. You know what I'm starting to think now, though? When Fox Squad finally gets released, it's gonna be the same thing if it's not going to be a, you know, they get announced ahead of time kind of thing. I can't imagine them being released normally. They just get let out of jail and it's just gonna drop randomly. Yeah. I don't know. But I hope you guys are ready for that. How many pyroxenes do I have right now? I have enough for 1, 2, 3 pities. 3 pities and not enough tickets to survive the next one. So also, is this gonna be a thing from now on where the events are gonna be running for 3 weeks instead of 2? Or has that always been the case and we just finally caught up enough to where, okay, we're gonna run this Wild Hunt event for 3 weeks and then the next one's gonna come maybe a week or 2 afterwards? Because that's kind of new to me. Gonna react to the Malkuth raid boss? I'm gonna react to the Malkuth raid boss when it actually drops. I saw a little bit of the Malkuth raid boss. I could not make much sense of it. The only thing I could make sense out of it was that you probably want all the damage types, which is not the usual for a raid. But the actual Malkuth raid boss, I think I'll just wait for when it comes out. It'll be better though. Because it's not gonna hit me as hard as not actually doing the raid boss fight. 125k per pyroxenes, but I have to spark every banner. If I have to spark every banner I pull, I would be left with 4-digit pyroxenes post-fest. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like preparing for the worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario is, I guess 4.5, 5.5? 4.5 because there's 100 free pulls. So 4.5, 24, 5.5. 5.5 pyroxenes, worst case scenario, is 132,000. Which is a lot. That's more pyroxenes than I think I've seen ever. And 77,000 is quite a bit already. But yeah, that's I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. Worst of all, Yuzu might be one of the best supports for Mecha Aris. Do we know if Yuzu is going to be an actual support or is she going to be a striker? Because I'm assuming she's going to be support. What I don't know if is she's going to be able to call the mech down as a tactical support. Oh, she's going to be special. Okay, so she is support then. The last raid boss of Decagrammaton Cinema. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything up outside of part 1 of the Malkuth raid boss, and I would rather keep it that way for now. Yeah, I wanted there to be some surprises, and it wasn't like all over my Twitter or YouTube recommendations, so maybe there's a reason for that, and I'll keep it for now. Yeah, but apparently the Arius chapter also dropped, and I wasn't aware of it until like last week, and I was so ready. I was so ready to do the story chapter, but apparently can't do it. Can't do it because I got sick, and I'm trying to catch up now. I thought I'd be caught up with Blue Archive events and side stories and stuff by now, but I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, we do have, what do you call this? The guide task for this. And the only thing I'm missing here, for the most part, are the normal stages, which I should probably run at some point. And then the story part. I'm still very, very curious why we're going back to Arius. Because there seems to be no reason. It just kind of dropped randomly. And it's like suddenly, oh, we're going back to Arius, but why? But why? I guess we'll find out. We'll do the Arius story next week. And then all the other smaller stuff. 3-week event might be the first time it's happened. I know 3-week events are normal in every other gacha these days. Like, for some reason, it's that long. I'm used to 2-week cycles. I'm not used to 3-week cycles outside of the Chinese gachas for the most part. Like, I think the first time I've seen a 3-week event was when I was still playing Reverse 1999. And I felt that was super long. But then again, the event also was kind of grindy. A little bit grindy, and then there's like the time limited, the time locked portions of the event, which is like, why is this a thing? I don't know why it's a thing, but it's apparently a thing. So, yeah. Anyway. Let me grab some energy, some stamina here before I forget. Because I accidentally spent too much earlier. And I don't have enough for the event today. But yeah, is there anything else I'm missing in Blue Archive news other than Yuzu and Amy? Yuzu, Amy, and I think that's really about it. We're still in the middle of Decagrammaton stuff in JP. So I guess we're not going to be getting anything yet for at least a month. No new events, no new main stories, because we're in the middle of a big main story right now. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, what am I doing here? Did I do some... Oh, the Wild Hunt furniture stuff, right. I need to start doing... do I need to start doing furniture stuff here? I'm still trying to get together the... where is it? The furniture for the Highlander area, but look at this. You expect me to trade in all my furnitures just to be able to get more furnitures of something else? There's got to be a different way to get more furnitures, because I can't craft anymore here. And then my crafting here also, I barely have it enough. This stuff is so hard to get. But eventually. Let's see. Oh yeah, Grand Assault was last week. I got gold. Not too terrible, but it seems to be really hard to not get gold. I did what I could. I did what I could with that one. And then final restriction. Did this a little bit earlier. I'm gonna keep with 49. Level 49 is okay. I don't need to do more than that. Anyway. Alright. So, let's just go do the event, I guess. Go back over... Which one? Oh, it's over here. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that she was such a silly little girl. I mean, she looks silly to begin with. Huge Hahoge, gigantic jacket and whatnot. But her expressions, I didn't really see it. Right, so from what I understand, we met one person from this group last time, and they're the cartel, basically. The art cartel. And I'm assuming this is the last Wild Hunt event for a while. Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see? Did you guys see that we have a new location here? The actual Wild Hunt school? Oh crap. I need to... I want to expand. The gigantic Wild Hunt school is... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... how many stars is this? This is not a hexagram. This is a dodecagram. Some people call her Blue Archive Sundamon. Who's Sundamon? Wait, hold on. No, wait. I think I've seen Sundamon. Sundamon is that one green mascot for either soybeans or edamame, right? Because I've seen that everywhere in my last trip to Japan. And I could not for the life of me figure out why that character is so popular. Like everywhere. Now, keep in mind, okay? Green soybeans is everywhere. That's perfectly fine. However, soybeans really isn't a thing like a regional specialty unless you're in Sendai, which is like about an hour and a half by bullet train from Tokyo. And I went to Sendai once. I don't think it was even that huge over there. So my surprise when I saw Zundamon, the character, everywhere. Let me just bring her up for anyone who hasn't seen her before. Let's this one. This girl. This green thing that's basically supposed to have like it looks like pea pods on her for her hair horn thing, but it's soybeans. She's kind of a meme in JP circles. I'm assuming JP circles. I honestly don't know why she's. I honestly don't know why she's a meme. I guess she's kind of cute, but I don't know her personality whatsoever. Though apparently she's also a vocal synthesizer according to one of these things. So I don't know who even created this thing. It's just a silly little green character based on soybeans apparently. So maybe I need to go down to the Zundamon rabbit hole and see why this thing is such a big deal. Is she not a TTS? I don't really know. I know nothing about her. The only thing I know about her is that I've seen her on various merchandise. Be it a keychain, be it figures, be it whatever, even like random snacks. There's some Zundamon on there. But other than that, I don't know anything about her. Kinda Genki, kinda stupid, a bit tomboyish. Yeah, that kind of describes half of the silly gremlin characters, so... It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah. I mean, I can see the resemblance. I see the resemblance a little bit. So, I guess we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. How long is this one? 11 episodes? That doesn't really tell me anything. But it's all story, not a single battle episode here. Unlike the previous one, which we actually did have a couple of battle episodes. Interesting. Alright. I am okay. On gacha news, I'm kind of thinking, like, since I've more or less caught up with Limbus Company, and that's more or less not gonna be streaming until something new comes up, I was thinking, would anyone be interested in checking out Trickle? I haven't actually played Trickle in a couple of weeks now, but the Speaky will not leave me alone on YouTube, and I'm kind of curious what the actual story is like. The gameplay is nothing to write home about, but I'm curious what the story is like, and I haven't actually checked it out yet. What I've seen from Volume EX is it's like Volume F will have 3 big events. Which event are we on right now? Are we on part 3? Part 2? I'm assuming we're in part 3 now in Decagrammaton. But yeah. Anyway, let me know if Trickle would be a thing you would want to see. Just because it seems silly. But yeah. Yeah, so we are in the third part of Decagrammaton, the Decagrammaton event. So that is our Volume F right now. It's not actually Volume F, but that's basically Volume F Part 2. I do find it kind of interesting that when Decagrammaton started, I feel like they just wanted to have a backstory for all of the random gigantic mecha robots that we've been getting in the game. And the first whole chapter of Decagrammaton basically was not that great because of that. But they made it into this entire thing where it actually has its own story, and I'm glad they were able to salvage it somehow. But Chapter 1 Decagrammaton was rough, you have to admit. You have to admit. Don't know anything about Trickle other than it nuked my YouTube and now it's all memes. Also, my friends play it. I guess we'll find out together. We can check it out next week. The only thing I don't like about Trickle is that you do have to get a certain progression in the battle stages to be able to access story stuff. It's not. I guess it's also the same thing in Blue Archive, but it's in Blue Archive it seems a little bit easier. In Trickle it's like very gated. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like reinstall Trickle and actually do a little bit more of that. Yeah. The Delulu vending machine snowballed into this. I know, right? The snowball from the vending machine into, what do you call this? World domination is interesting. But I guess it would also be the equivalent of fighting God for the Decagrammaton chapter. Deca has evolved and apparently it's very enjoyable, but painful in the way that only Blue Archive is capable of doing it. Yeah. And I'm really curious what that story is like once we finally get around to it. I did see some spoilery stuff regarding the ending of the Decagrammaton, and I'm trying my best to not dig into too much of it. As soon as I saw the little hints, I'm like, oh, no, maybe I should stay away. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this right now. I want to cleanse myself for the actual thing later. That my curse is that I remember some things really well and I don't remember some things very well. So the song? No, I don't know anything about a song. I don't know anything about a song. We'll just keep it at that. So we'll find out in 3 months or so what my memory remembers and what it doesn't remember. But yeah. Anyway, let's go and get started with this thing then. Let's get started with it and see what the heck is going on here in Wild Hunt. Because so far, what we've had in part 1 of Wild Hunt is, hello, this is Wild Hunt Academy, which is basically Italian with very strict border control. And if you want to get anything in here, you have to hit up the cartel. However, the cartel, while they did have a decent role in the first part, it was mostly about rumors and the Occult Research Club in the first part. Now we're actually going to go into the cartel itself, which should be interesting, I feel. Alright, let's go. Okay, so where are we? This does not look like the Occult Research Club. The ceiling was new to me. Above all, I wondered where I was. Yeah, this looks different. There's a monster, there's a typewriter. The architecture looks like a dorms. And there's some tools. Why are there multiple typewriters? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 typewriters of different colors. Oh, there's a 6th one down here. What the heck? Okay, what's going on here? Multiple power tools, multiple wrenches, multiple saws. It looks like a workshop, but the work tools are above typewriters. Thankfully, my body wasn't tied down. In fact, I was lying on a sofa, covered by a blanket. Oh, how nice of the abductors to do that. It didn't seem like I was brought here with ill intentions. However, my head kept throbbing with an aching pain. Just what had happened? I think some students might have knocked us out and taken our kidneys, Sensei. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet, but it probably is gonna happen now. You're awake. Who is that? Oh, we saw you last time. Who are you? Huh? Me? Yes. It's expected that you wouldn't know me. My name is Sakurai Mio. I major in literature at Wild Hunt Art Academy. And well, I'm 16 years old, a second year. Oh, wow. I think that's the first student who's actually given us her entire bio in a story. Okay, second year, 16 years old. Okay. Wait, literature you said? That explains some things, but not everything. My birthday is August 24th and I'm 5'1". Wow, literally her entire profile. I enjoy collecting typewriters. That would explain the typewriters. And my waist size... Waist size? Was that actually information that was in the JP profiles that we never actually got in Global? Do you really need to know all of this? I am curious though. I am very curious though. But you're curious? So you do keep tabs on that stuff. You're just as odd as I've heard. Anyway, where are we? There's a Free Trade Cartel's club room. Free Trade Cartel. What is that? Yes, it's Wild Hunt's premier criminal organization. That everyone knows about? What kind of crime? Oh, wow. Her eyes. Her eyes. The look of guilt. The look of guilt and, like, helplessness at the same time. That's great. Smuggling? Smuggling, you say? Anyway, you're Charlotte Sensei, right? Yes, that's right. Then this may be sudden, but could you hear me out? Maybe administer some advice? I'm always willing to advise a student, but I'm not so sure about smuggling. Yeah, I heard that as well. Then... You know, to be honest, I want to disband the Free Trade Cartel. Wait, if you say you want to disband it, are you the president of this cartel? Disband? Yes, I want to just stop and have everyone in the cartel move on. I'm uncomfortable with constantly breaking the school rules, but you keep on doing it. So if it's not too much, can you help me with that? Of course. Then I'll have to meet with the cartel's president, which I'm assuming it's you, considering you want to disband it. Oh, you can just talk to me. I want to meet the president for myself. I need to know what exactly this club does. I'm the president. Yeah, I had a feeling. What? What? Not too surprised. But why would a school necessitate a cartel? Though they do have a lot of they do check a lot of stuff at the border, and for some reason they keep on checking for contraband. So maybe that's it. Hey GNG, welcome, welcome. Also, I'm assuming everyone here is part of the cartel. So how did you get roped up into this criminal organization? Actual crimes? Or just crimes according to the school? I guess we'll find out. Cloudy with a chance of trade goods. 2 hours earlier. The Veronica Special Exhibition was about to open at Wild Hunt Art Academy. It was to be a showing of exquisite art pieces owned by the Veronica Company, makers of fine luxuries. I was called to Wild Hunt to complete the typical paper administrative work that this event required, but really, the sensei needed to be there? And of course, the inspection was underway. I mean, they do have a criminal in their ranks by the name of Mirai/Akira, but I guess no one knows who she really is. So it's not like she's part of a cartel or anything. Despite all the criminal organizations in Gehenna, none of them are cartels. Yeah, I'm assuming, at least in all the other schools, there's not really contraband. I guess unless you're in Red Winter. Though in Red Winter, there's like communism over there. And it's like classical communism where things get distributed from the state and stuff like that. But contraband, I guess, would be like, if no one else, if everyone can't have it, you can't have it kind of thing. But for all the other schools, I mean, Gehenna has terrorism. It's not a cartel, but it's, terrorism is everywhere in Kivotos, mostly in mostly in Gehenna though. What does Trinity have? Trinity has gangsters, mobs. They have the Sukeban. They have the helmet gangsters also, which is pretty small time. But they don't have any actual criminal organizations or terrorism, so to speak of, in Trinity. Millennium also has gangsters and mobs, but nothing. They cause trouble themselves. The students themselves cause trouble without being a terrorist or another criminal organization. Though I guess there was one technically that's a criminal quote-unquote organization, which involves scamming. But it's not actually also a real club, so I don't really know how that works over there. And then Abydos, well, crime. In quotes. They do crime, or at least Shiroko does crime. We don't count that though. Contraband is having basic luxuries if you're not Cherino. This is true for Red Winter. Though here we have active border control that I don't think all the other schools have. I mean, there's border control in the other schools, but it's more like, okay, you can come in, you can go kind of thing. Like, you wouldn't expect a Trinity student to go to Gehenna. If they do, there has to be special circumstances, and then back and forth with that. But this is, we gotta check your bags and see what's in it kind of thing. If you want this done quickly, put your open bag in the tray and raise your hand over your head. Oh, really? We're doing this kind of checkpointing. All I have is paint. Is this really necessary? We have updated regulations. Caffeinated drinks are now banned. Oh! Why is caffeine... Why are caffeinated drinks banned? Wait, I'm assuming caffeinated drinks are banned, but not caffeine outside the drink. What does that have to do with anything? This is paint for an art school. You could have mixed high concentration of caffeine into your paint. Caffeine in the paint would not help anyone. Nor should you be drinking paint. with caffeine. Oh, of course, of course. No, wait, what are you talking about? Who drank paint? There was a painter who did long ago. Did they? I mean, there are a lot of artists with mental issues, so I can see someone drinking paint. I don't know who it would be, though. Why would someone at these prices? Enough! These are special orders from the Prefectural Council Captain. Please comply. The Prefectural Council Captain? If it's her order, I guess I have no choice. Let's see, this paint? All these brands are permitted, and they are all new, unopened products. Very well, pass. Just get out of there. Now next, proceed through. Oh, you're Charlotte Sensei, aren't you? Hello, you seem to be working hard. Yes, it's been busy. But we have our orders from the top. So, will you comply with the inspection? Of course, go ahead. Don't know what I would have. No, then I will inspect the contents of your bag. Oh, they found something? Is there a problem? Sensei, I must confiscate this pottery mug. What? The mug? All outside ceramics are currently banned from campus ingress. But why? Why the mug? Also, why would Sensei even bring a mug to begin with? Last month, we found several units of forbidden pigment hidden inside some pottery. Okay. And the strict inspection continued. Why are they so strict anyway? All done. Come here before you leave and we will return your confiscated items. Welcome back to Wild Hunt, Sensei. Yes, thanks. Good work. I entered Wild Hunt's gates, and it only took an hour before I finished my tasks. The cartel is getting redeemed by the second. There seems to be a valid reason why the cartel exists. But then again, the same thing could also be said of all cartels initially, before it devolved into something more serious. That's all I'm saying. While strolling through the campus after my work, I found some empty grounds. There was still a long walk to the front gates. Maybe I should rest here for a bit. And just as I was about to sit on the bench... Hey, watch out! What? I saw something fall from the sky. Oh, someone landed on me and I got knocked out, I'm assuming is what happened. It was round, green, and unfortunately large. Is it the Zunda girl? I'm assuming it's a Zunda girl. A bundle? Or not. And then I lost consciousness. It could also be her. She's got green books. So that's how I got here. Do you remember? We carried your unconscious body back to our dorm. Wait. Carried your unconscious body back to our dorm. Why does that sound like Sensei got killed and is getting disposed of, but not. But what hit me? Well, just a few smuggled goods. Smuggled goods? Yes, my friend used a catapult to shoot them over the academy's walls. Ah, I see. I'm surprised the border control hasn't caught on to that. A catapult. You just happened to be at the landing and got hit. Sorry about that. I sincerely apologize on behalf of the Free Trade Cartel. Your relatives once tried to make a catapult for Boy Scouts. How did that go? Did that actually work? I never wanted to represent a violent club. So far the cartel doesn't seem to be violent. It's just accidentally violent. It's fine, I'm not that hurt. Anyway, my friend Fuyu. I told her not to use a catapult. I thought this might happen. Nah, it was only way. Okay, we gotta get the gremlin in here. Oh, you're not Fuyu. Oh, you're Fuyu. Never mind. Why did you get here? It seems Mio has had enough of everything in the cartel. Okay, you're Fuyu. I think I've seen you around. Let me take a closer look at you. Skirt seems to be redunculously high for some reason. And then nice fancy watch. Multiple earrings. Open collar. She seems to be quite relaxed. Not sure what's in the case though. Oh, didn't they say that the caffeinated drinks are banned? Yet we have several caffeinated drinks in this room alone. Why are these all banned? Why are these all here? She's 90% legs. I do know, okay, I do know that the high skirt, like lifting up the skirt this high, is a fashion thing. I don't quite understand it though. Like, is it supposed to make your legs look longer? Is it supposed to make the skirt look shorter? But it's also like, just hike up the skirt all the way up to where your abs are, to where your stomach is, for who knows what reason. Normally people would, like, I don't know, pull the shirt over it a little bit so it doesn't look so weird, but I feel like she's breaking several school codes with her attire. The skirt's just one of them. Yeah, Monster is a very popular drink in Kivotos. There was a really good, legitimate, and necessary reason for the catapult press. Fine, I'm prepared to hear your nonsense. She says that Mio is like fed up all the time, it seems. Huh, good. Because the reason is, it was cool. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very good reason. Please stop talking. Why? Why do you think? Your catapult hurt someone. I put a lot of padding in the bag. It was really cushioned. Yes, to protect the goods. Don't act like it was because you cared for someone might get hit. Like someone might get hit. Even if you do cushion something really, really well, it doesn't mean that if it hits someone, it's gonna be soft. No, there's still mass behind that cushion. There's also mass behind that package. It will hit someone, it will knock someone out. Everyone, please calm down. Oh, so Sensei's up. Wow. Are you trying to change the subject? Nice to meet you, Sensei. I'm Wakasa Fuyu, the sales manager of the Free Trade Cartel. I also dabble in tech. Sales manager. Is that what they call you guys these days? Also dabble in tech? I feel like catapults are not exactly what I would call tech. Fuyu does things to me, but I can't pull her with Deca in the horizon. I know, right? I know. I'm assuming she's gonna be not a limited, so you could pull her randomly from any future pools. Just, you know, not rate up or anything. But yeah, Fuyu's actually pretty nice. Why isn't it a superior trebuchet? Okay, what is the difference between a catapult and a trebuchet? I assume they're similar things, but for some reason, you know, there's a difference between the two of them, hence the two different names. Trebuchet are less known and more complicated. Are they now? Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up really quick. Trebuchet versus catapult. Trebuchet versus a catapult. And no, I know what a ballista is. A ballista is a mounted crossbow. But what's the difference between a trebuchet and a catapult? What is the difference? Oh, this is funny. We have to put this on screen. According to Reddit, and you know Reddit is always right when it comes to these kind of things. The Virgin Catapult, weak, tiny, ugly, relies on garbage spring tension to launch a puny projectile in pathetically short distance. The Chad Trebuchet, massive, glorious, the superior siege weapon. Experts exploit gravitational potential energy to launch a 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters. I mean, counterweights. But how do you read it's a counterweight? That's what I want to know. Trebuchet used counterweights to throw weights at much greater speed. Yeah, but how do you release it? Oh, I guess you would just release the weight. That would make sense. That would make sense. And the catapult is just a spring, basically. Okay. I kind of get it. But I think the trebuchet is also much larger, right? So that it can handle its payloads. Yeah. Siege tacticians were valuable back in the Middle Ages, apparently. I guess that's also weapons people these days, too. For warfare and whatnot. Sales manager, I never gave you that title. I picked you up some ointment from the infirmary. Just put it right on that bruise. Oh, dang, that wink. You know what? She also has a slight little... It's a little hard to see from here. The wink is killer, but also, look at her lashes. They're pretty darn long, even considering most of the other girls with lashes. And then the slight lip balm shade, lip gloss, a lipstick shade. And of course, she also has to have the mole right under where her wink is. But she's, I feel like the most punkish student, apart from Kayoko. Because she's also got these multiple earrings. She's got the skewer earrings, which I never did understand. Then the regular earrings, and then there's this curl thing over here. Very fancy. Wait, did I miss something? And here's my card, if you please. When did you make business cards? We can't have a trace of the cartel in the art school. They're gonna shut us down. The legendary stylish tomboy, truly one of a kind. Yeah, actually. Yeah, even the other characters don't have quite as long lashes as she does. She has lashes, Mio, I mean. Like a little bit under here, but it's not that much. But she also has like the lipstick and stuff. Every legitimate businesswoman needs a business card, but the cartel does not need that. You are aware that our club is illegitimate, as in illegal? Yes, and you're running it. I never wanted to be president. Wait, so how did this happen then? How did you become the president of a cartel, an illegal organization? How did this get started? Don't get so heated, Press. Everything turned out fine, didn't it? Nevertheless, I'll admit that we inconvenienced Sensei. So, if you need a little assistance, we'll give you a free consultation. How can you talk business at a time like this? Okay, first, I have a question. What exactly does a free trade cartel do? Excellent question, Sensei. Let me explain our workflow step by step. Step by step, we smuggle in banned contraband and sell it. I'm sure you realize the necessity of our business from the moment you entered Wild Hunt, Sensei. Are you ignoring me? You and all the students are subject to unjustified, strict, persistent, and invasive searches based on random whims. Wild Hunt students have needs. We're artists. We're not meant to be limited, especially by such an arbitrary and capricious ban list. You know, that makes sense. So that's where the cartel comes in. We help the student get the thing they need, and then we charge a small service fee, a price for freedom. And I assure you that our fees are very reasonable. I would hope so. The students don't get that much money to begin with. Also, dang, this expression is great. She has the seductive wink, and then she has the we got you kind of wink over here. Fuyu must be either very smart or very dumb. Free consultation. Is that a ripoff? Yeah, free credit monitoring. What? We provide a freedom to trade money for essential items. Hence the name, Free Trade Cartel. But you're also breaking the rules. I understand how you might feel that way. I have a proposal, Sensei. How about you spend some time with us and evaluate our club's activities? And after that, you can use your infinite wisdom to decide for yourself if what we do is truly bad, regardless of what the Academy tells you to think. How would you like that? Would you like to shadow us for a bit? Perform an educated audit? You know what? That is fair. If you would like me, sure. I mean, I am curious after all. Do you agree, Prez? Regardless of what Sensei and I think, you're the one in power. Yes, I would like for them to see things as they really are. Alright then. So who's the real president here? Fuyu? Oh hey, it's the gremlin. Mio, I buried everything! You mean the bodies, right? You mean the bodies, right? Buried what? Alright. Okay, so... Who? I mean, what did you bury? No, I don't think anyone got buried. Unless it's at the beach. It's not what you think. Sewing! Yes, you mean sewing, right, Risu? Right? Yes, the sewing is done. I made sure to plant the things where Miyu said. Good work. Yeah, nice job, Risu. Thanks! Wait, who are you? Hello, I'm Charlotte Sensei. Hello, I'm Usabarisu. My hobby is trade, and my specialty is also trade. Hobby is trade, specialty trade. Also in free trade, but a cartel. Yeah, what exactly did you bury? And my major is sculpture. Okay, so that explains the sculptures here among the top typewriters. Wait, if your major is sculpture and her major is literature, what does Fuyu do? Nice to meet you. Come to think of it, I think I saw you in the news. I heard you streak buck naked across the field. Is that all you guys know about Volume F? Did you not see the gigantic red sky that was happening during that time? And everyone knows about is the butt naked streaking that was involuntary. Really now. You're not wrong, but it was so cool to see that people do stuff like that outside Wild Hunt too. Outside of Wild Hunt also. So you're telling me people do streak in Wild Hunt for, I'm assuming, artistic purposes, right? Right? Because I have seen the body paint The naked body paint, which apparently at one point, maybe they started this, maybe they didn't start this. There was a sports magazine that was doing naked body painting and actually, you know, somehow pass it off as not lewd on the magazine itself, despite being a perfectly normal sports magazine way back in the day. I don't know if they still do that, but they were famous for it for a while, and I guess it became a thing also. Yeah, what do you mean they streak in Wild Hunt? That's common in Wild Hunt? We have a performing arts department. Oh, that explains everything. Okay, you don't have to tell me any more than that. The body painting, the thing that inspired Kana's swimsuit design. Oh, is that where it came from? Oh, that explains a lot too. Sensei, do you not have a lot of clothes? Were you doing laundry? Shall I get you something you can wear later? No, that's very thoughtful of you, but that's all right. That's all right. No. That was a special circumstance. My clothes burned up. More importantly, you're already done with the sewing. Excellent timing. Risu, would you kindly guide us to the sewing location? Yeah, sure, but why? Sensei wants to observe what we do in the free trade cartel. Observe? Wow, that sounds fun! Oh, okay, so she is aware that this is somewhat illegal. But are you sure it's okay? Mio, you always emphasize security and discretion, remember? Risu, Sensei is a responsible adult. And adults have jobs that pay money. Oh, well, some adults do, some adults don't. If you get a responsible adult hooked, you can make bank. But to get a decent ROI, we need to show them that we're trustworthy. Hey, I can hear you, no? I can hear you. I can see the what do you call this? I can see the inspiration from Nia, but unlike Nia, Fuyu is not subtle about it whatsoever. Ladies, please, Sensei is right there. Anyway, since we're decided, we'd best band together. Let's go, everyone. Are you doing this like out in the open? Is no one like watching you guys? Do people even know who's in the cartel? You do have business cards. Here's the first sewing location. So, what does sewing actually mean? It's a method of delivering smuggled goods to a client. We drop the item at a specific location that all parties agree on. Then the client retrieves the item later. That's why we call it sewing. We plant the item, then the customer harvests it. Right there. It should be buried under that statue. Shh. Here she comes. Please tell me it's from the occult club. Not the occult club, but okay, a regular student. Found it. Oh, at last I have the final piece to complete my aesthetic euphoria. What did she order? Napalm flavored fried chicken. What? So they banned the bulldog fried chicken? I mean, I know Denmark did this because they're a bunch of wusses. But why would Wild Hunt Academy freaking ban fried chicken that's too spicy for the head of the student council? Come on. You deliver takeout too? Is this a reference to the Christmas event? Oh, is it? I don't remember. Another uber spicy or isn't good school of culinary thought. Yeah. I mean, I guess spicy chicken's contraband as well as, you know, Monster energy drink. Of course, while that is very strict about outside food. Since it's not easy to go in and out, a lot of students get their cravings satiated through us. Oh, okay, so students just can't leave whenever they want to? I mean, it's a small academy, why can't they? So, are you telling me they can only eat pasta and pizza and tiramisu every day? Is that it? Now, shall we continue to our next stop? Forest outskirts. This time we stop at a hole near an old tree. Eureka! At last I can complete my masterpiece. See, she needs a specific paint for her artwork. Gorgeous stuff. But it isn't currently permitted within Wild Hunt. Paint is banned? Why? It contains a small amount of pesticide, basically. As if she's dumb enough to eat it. I mean... Is it fair? I don't know, but I feel like that questionably banned. After that, they showed me several other sewing sites. And as I watched every desperate student pick up their smuggled items, I rarely saw anything remotely dangerous. Yeah, we also got help by the cartel, but I think Sensei didn't know about it before. And at that time, we got Christmas lights, LED lights, so that was not harmful at all. I mean, you would expect any paint to not be after consumption. You would think. But if someone looks it up, there's probably going to be someone in the past that has consumed paint. And I would not be surprised if Van Gogh consumed paint at one point. Because he was kind of mental. Yeah, I rarely saw anything dangerous. Was there anything actually dangerous since you said rarely? At the end, we decided to rest on a bench. And now we're closing up shop. The free trade cartel is all wrapped up for the day. So, what do you think, Sensei? What was your honest impression of our smuggling? It was interesting and very trivial, apparently. Body safe paint? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Huh, trivial. That was only a small part of our overall workflow. We employ a variety of innovative smuggling routes and delivery methods. Why do you sound like you're bragging? Because I am, and with good reason. Why such a frown, dear Mio? Everything we saw today was your work, wasn't it? Huh? Are you telling me that Mio came up with all the smuggling routes? So is that why she's the boss? Wait, that's... The clever delivery methods, the extensive smuggling routes, the emergency escape plans in the event we're caught by the council. That's all you're doing, Mio. Please stop embarrassing me. Sensei, there's a reason why Mio is our leader, our beloved president. The mastermind behind the free trade cartel, the chief operator and planner. That's President Mio. Just accept it, Prez. You're the queen of smuggling. You're its embodiment, an irreplaceable icon. And Fuyu has so many smug emotes. Why? That's right, Mio. That's right. Mio's plans never go wrong. The thing about Faust is, Faust never plans anything. Faust just takes credit for everything, but she doesn't actually plan anything. On the other hand, Mio is the boss, whether she likes it or not, and she is actually the brains of the operation, whether she likes it or not. The question is, how the heck did it come to this? It's like, Mio is the very definition of, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be the boss. but for some reason I am. And that is why, with humility, I must ask you for your help once more, Mio. What are you... It turns out that we snagged a big score. The pay is... denied. Just hear me out. If even you think it's big for you, then it must be astronomical. Yeah? How much? You're not wrong. It won't be easy. But that's not what matters to you, is it, Mio? What matters is... a cute Berry 87 is finally back up for sale for your preferred secondhand site. On your preferred secondhand... Wait. Cute Berry 87. Is this a stuffed toy? Or is this a gun? So even Mio wants this. Truly? A genuine piece? Not a replica? Indeed. Look it up for yourself. What's a cutie berry 87? It is a cursed masterpiece, Sensei. The Cutie Berry 87 is a luxurious, elegant, tragically beautiful piece that was so ahead of its time that it was barely on the market, and she seems so happy about it. Translation: an old typewriter. Oh. Oh. Okay. I get that she's a typewriter fanatic, but this isn't gonna go to her. Who would want this? And why would she be interested in giving it to someone else? Hey, a typewriter. Yes, it's a vintage typewriter that I've been pursuing for a long time. I enjoy collecting typewriters. That she does. Aha. There's a good reason why it doesn't sell, Sensei. Why would a typewriter need directional anti-personnel mines? That sounds like something the engineering club would make. Did the engineering club actually make this? I will not hear this from someone who deploys a catapult for coolness reasons. Point is, you want the Cutie Berry 87, don't you? But you're short on funds. Way short. Oh, I see. I see. So that's why she has to go do this life of crime. To earn enough money for her typewriters. If it weren't for that, she would have nothing to do with it whatsoever. Wow. You know nothing of my finances. I don't need to crack an egg to know how many yolks there are. You've never heard of double yolks? Not from you. Be real, Mio. You want to buy the Cutie Berry 87, but you don't have the money. Why would you ever need to use mines with a typewriter? This is Kivoto's. I don't need to ask that. But as soon as we complete this mission, you'll have enough money to buy 5 of them. And a display case. The dilemma! Can't get money that much normally, but crime! Very well. I'll hear you out. What is the request? And that's why the free trade cartel exists. Not because they want to help students, but for the money. Like any other cartel. Why do typewriters cost more than computers? Actually, do vintage typewriters cost a lot? Let me see. Vintage typewriter for sale. Let's see what this one website has. First hit on Google. What? Okay, I get that it's vintage, but why the heck is it so expensive? These things are upwards of at least $1,000. $1,000 to $1,600? Are you serious? Circa 1937 Remington Underwood noiseless portable typewriter with case. I guess there's a certain there's a certain aesthetic to it. Noiseless typewriter, $1,200. 1937 Speedline Standard, silent, sterling, working. Vintage typewriter in rare maroon case, $2,000. Incomparable Hermes 3000 vintage manual typewriter with case, $1,900. I'm rounding, by the way. Single ribbon typewriter, single ribbon, $19. The cheapest thing in the site. I mean, typewriter ribbons. I feel like typewriter ribbons are at least, you know, they're not too expensive, but it's basically ink soak ribbon that lasts a really, really long time. I have used a typewriter before, but I don't know. Is there even a reason to use a typewriter these days? Like, really? Wait, why does this place also sell hot sauce? They sell typewriters, typewriter ribbons, and hot sauce. $17 for a mild hot sauce. If you need something typed but don't have a printer, I suppose that's fair, but when would that actually be a thing? Anyway, typewriters are expensive. Who would have thought? I didn't. Well, I mean, if you get like a modern typewriter, it's probably not going to be too expensive, but if you get a vintage typewriter, especially the noiseless type, and one that you can like just type really, really fast on, I guess that counts for something. One day prior, I heard you're the Free Trade Cartel sales manager? You heard right. Let's have a seat. Sure. So, is it true that you can get anything? You name it. Trade is in our name after all. So I'm assuming she's, Oh wait, no, we never actually got her major. Never mind. I was thinking trade, but Zunda girl was trade. And let's just say my record is pristine. Oh. Anyway, you've got me curious. I don't normally field clients outside Wild Hunt. So let's cut to the chase. What do you want and why do you need me? Calling this a trade is a bit of a stretch. I'll explain. I want to smuggle a painting out of Wild Hunt. Out of Wild Hunt? Do paintings not make it out of Wild Hunt ever? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Good day. Oh, this is even above her. Wait, please listen. Listen to what? That you want to steal from our school? Go find a thief or bandit club or whatever. We are the Free Trade Cartel. Yeah, get the phantom thief who keeps stuff for herself. You have clubs like that? What do you think? Please, a moment more. It's not what it sounds like. Alright, then what is it? I'm an artist. I'm doing well now, enough to make a living. But when I was young, it was rough. I did a lot of things just to get by, you know? And one of those things was art forgery. Art forgery. Forged art? Yes, I'd copy a famous painting, down to its finest details, and sell it off as the real thing. I'm not ashamed of most of what I've done in the name of survival. But forging paintings, that shame still stains my heart. My only wish is to atone, to right my wrongs. Okay, but what does that have to do with your request? The Veronica special exhibition will soon come to Wild Hunt. Some of my work, my forgeries, will be displayed there. Okay, that explains things. You're telling me that the Veronica Foundation bought and is proudly displaying your fake art? Yes. Of course, the Foundation believes my pieces are authentic. And which painting is this? Right, it's... Right, how do you even spot a forgery? The love of purple and blue light. You forged that painting? Oh, you know of it? Most people wouldn't recognize it even if I gave them a picture. I attend Wild Hunt, of course I know. It's a foundational piece. We spent a week on it in art history. What a relief to finally talk to someone cultured. You'd be shocked at how little the public educates themselves on even the basics. Anyway, I forged the love of purple and blue light. This copy will soon be within your reach at the Veronica Special Exhibition. Then you want us to smuggle your fake painting out. Precisely. That's ambitious to say the least. Even if we nab the painting, the school, not to mention the authorities, would be up in arms. Forgery or not, it's a real robbery. If you're so sure, why not approach the Foundation and tell them the truth? Look, I have the genuine painting ready for you. I still would like to say, why don't you just tell the Foundation and make the actual switch instead of going through this? Huh? I recently won the love of purple and blue light in an underground auction. See, it's right here. This looks like one of those scam paintings. Why is this a thing? They'll get their money back, I guess. If he's being legit, I guess he doesn't want to ruin his career, I suppose. All I'm asking is for you to smuggle out the forged piece and replace it with a real one. There doesn't need to be any trouble, see? Look, if that's the case, then you really should just tell the Foundation. They can verify it and... I can't let people know that I was a forger. I've worked hard to make a name for myself. Okay, that makes sense. All I want is to make things right. And while the insipid public will never know what I've done, this could help me set things right. Would that be possible? Let's be real. You must know what's bothering me. What if the exhibition painting is authentic and you're just trying to steal it? You don't believe me? Did you give me a reason to? I'm not in the business of forgery and no one plays the cartel. Granted, this isn't my major. I'm not sure if I could spot the difference. Nevertheless, I am an artist, and the idea of stealing someone's genuine work doesn't sit right. Then how about this? Your cartel can do whatever you want to the painting you smuggled out. Hang it, burn it, toss it. As long as it's not revealed to the world, I'm happy. Excuse me? Think about it. What do I have to gain? I don't want anything back. I ask this because I know that Veronica has the forged piece. So, what do you say? Do you believe me now? Back to the present. How much were they gonna give for this? So that's your request. Why did you answer? Oh, she took the job without me. She took the job without Mio's approval. Are you serious? Wait, this is... the love of purple and blue light? Oh, truly? Whoa. It's pretty. It's marvelous. Here, outside, in the sun, out of the gallery's walls. Is the real thing? Allegedly. Wait. Please don't tell me you accepted the request. I didn't. Even if I am the sales manager, this is above my pay grade. I told a potential client I had to speak with the president first. Then why do you... They basically threw it at me. But I have their contact info. If you refuse, I'll return it. No pressure. But think about it, Mio. Smuggling art from an exhibition does sound worrisome, I agree. But we'll be swapping the forged piece for a real one. Isn't that kind of the moral thing to do? And moreover, look at this calculator. This is how much I negotiated for the contract. So much that her eyes went white. Wow. What do you think? Pretty outstanding, right? I could buy artisanal Karakara marble with this. An astounding amount, even by sensei standards. Behold, the superior negotiating power of the Free Trade Cartel's sales manager. Boobies. But Fuyu, you do realize, right? Realize what? That sensei is still here. Yeah? Why are you still here? Oh, wow. After all those smug faces, we finally get a face from you that's, Wait, did I just goof? I never left! You just started explaining things and for some reason, you never shooed me away. Well... Hold on, relax. There's no need to panic. After all, you heard the full story, Sensei. It's morally correct, is it not? Nevertheless, they heard us talk about stealing something in exchange for money. It would also not be the first time that I have been a part of a crime. There was a bank robbery. Granted, it was only for documents and not actually money. What else did we do that was criminal? There was definitely something else. Sensei just casually eating popcorn in the background. Just exactly the bunny squad took a bath while chatting. Yeah, we saw that too. We saw that too. There's no way they'll let this Actually, it's fine with me. What? You're trying to do the right thing. I trust your judgment. It's like, yeah, you know what? Sensei says it's okay. It's okay. Of course, I will observe from the sidelines, just to make sure. We raided Seminar's vault for the mirror. I mean, that was... There's a legitimate reason for that one, too. Sensei... If you also say so... Think, Mio. Clack, clack, ding. Cutie Berry 87 is calling to you. Shut up. Okay, just this once. Just one more job, then I'm done. Sorry, Mio. They always say that. But they never actually truly leave crime. Nah, they never do. Very well. We'll accept the request. I will write the plan. As you always do, apparently. Ah, dang. I want to see this. I want to see the plan. But she always writes the plan, huh? Alabaster variable. Morning, me morning. Or as we like to say in certain circles, Ohayo, bonjour. Ohayo, bonjour. Ogami-san. Wait, how did that part go? Does anyone know that song? So I wonder if the plan is to just accuse them of having a fake. No, they're gonna do this sneakily. You gotta do it. It's morning, Mio. Time to go to school. At least someone goes to school here. 5 more minutes. Oh, it's you, Ritsu? Sure is. Time to get up, Mio. Anyway, Risu, if you don't mind me asking, why is Sensei still here? Hmm? Why are you holding a hammer over my head? Oh, this. It's for you if you don't get up. Break in case of emergency. How about you stop spewing nonsense and focus on your breakfast? Okay, so are all three of you also roommates? So, Risu, that hammer? I was about to head to the sculpture workshop, so I was picking up my tools. Hammer, chisel, gouge. Uh-huh. Diligent as always, Risu. Oh, while you were sleeping in and snoring up the place? I'm exhausted because of you. I was up all night thinking of a plan. Do you think breaking into an exhibition will be easy? Oh, brilliant scribe. Is your work of staggering genius finally complete? These are the only times my talent gets recognized. I did enroll in Wild Hunter and write things like this. I mean, literature, escape plans, they're the same thing. Hmm? Do you not like your own work, Mio? Well, let's just say that my current focus isn't what I initially had in mind. But I love your writing. You're my favorite author, Mio. Risu, you're so sweet. Thank you. Wow, such a change in demeanor, right? When she's always seems to be like so fed up with everything. I wonder if she's also on the online writers forum that Shuro's at. Please, will you spare some of that sweetness for me? No. Nah, yeah, I feel like you're the cause of most of her problems. Anyway... What? I get skipped? I've outlined our plan. Most notably, our operation will not take place in the exhibition hall. But that's where the painting will be. Yes, will be. During the exhibition, naturally. But the love of purple blue light is not currently on display. It's likely in the Academy storage. In all likelihood, it will remain there until the exhibition's opening night. So this is much more low profile. We can replace the painting from the quiet of the storeroom. Oh, you mean the art storage place? The warehouse? Got it. We'll burst through the wall and just take the painting, right? Risu, I'm afraid that we must be more discreet. The client won't pay to repair the wall after all. Yeah, this is sounding harder than I hoped. So, how do you propose we break into the storeroom? I have notions of a plan. I'll fill you in later. For now, I'm afraid that we'll have classes to attend to. Please enjoy your sculpting, Risu. Okies! She does love sculpting, apparently. What about me? Whatever. Whatever, I do not care what you do. Do whatever you do, Fuyu. Aww. And their roommates. Over already? Are you alright, Mio? Who's talking? Hiromi. Hiromi? Oh! Who are you? Wait, I was not made of... Holy crap, those hips. You look like... you are part of the student council. Holy crap, those hips though. And the thigh gap? What the heck? I have never heard of you before. I'm sorry. The thigh gap is a little bit too much. It's like I got another dose of wide hips with thigh gap from Limbus Company, and then it suddenly made its way over here. I was not prepared for that. Holy crap! I think I almost see a camel toe, but that should not be possible through such thick clothing. That could be just my imagination, though. Anyway, where were we? You look more tired than usual. Did you not get enough sleep? Perceptive as always. Yeah, I was, studying. But, you look a little tired too, Hiromi. Yeah. The assembly keeps handing us more and more responsibility. With that, more staff. Okay, so she is in the border control then. Right, you're vice captain of the prefectural council. What's going on? You know what's funny here? We have the cartel on one hand, and then we have someone from the regulations on the other hand. I assume she doesn't know Mio's in the cartel, but she's aware of the cartel. And Mio is getting information from the authorities on what's going on and such, and that's gonna change the plans a little bit. Is this Veronica exhibition thing? You seen the flyers? Yes, I know of it. Yes, that's a really big event. Their exhibition pieces arrived early, so we're keeping them in storage. And of course, the Prefectural Council's in charge of guarding it 24/7. Oh, tight and comprehensive security. Must be really tough, Hiromi. Oh, I'm sorry, Hiromi. It's nothing personal. I love that Mio has all these faces. This crying face, she has two crying faces. This crying face, the other crying face, all the fed up faces. You're sweet, it's tough, but such is the duty of the council, right? With all this extra work, our fraud department is really stretched thin. Though they still found tons of banned items this week. That could have been us. I see. Smugglers and Wild Hunt. I know you can't relate, Mio. You have such an upstanding record. How do they not know that Mio is part of the cartel? How do they not know that anyone is part of the cartel, considering that there were also business cards? Maybe that's why I feel so relaxed when I'm with you. When you're vice captain of the prefectural council, almost everyone looks like a suspect. Oh, I'm talking to the head of the cartel herself. Wow. Hello, Smiley. Welcome. Not you, though, which is great. I bet the only crimes you would consider are in your stories. I'm so sorry. Moving on, that's my life. But, Hiromi? Is that all that's bothering you? The thing is, I don't think she's Mio is trying to intentionally get any information. It just lands in her lap. So it's like, oh, okay, now I gotta deal with this now. You could tell? Your voice was a tad more subdued than normal. Writers can be so observant. You're right, the council is facing a unique challenge. Take a look. An envelope? Subtle off-white coloring. Oh, wait. Is Akira also gonna do something? Yes, the Veronica Art Committee received it 2 days ago. You can read it. If you insist. Puking out your guts for the past 2 days. Oh dang! I hope you get better, better, Smexy Jean. Snails will cry. The hard sky will loosen. Only the king smiles. When the doors close and the rainbow blends in that magical moment, I shall arrive. Wait, this is... Yes. It's the Benevolent Thief's calling card. Phantom Thieves in your neighborhood. Alright guys, hold up. I feel a little bit peckish right now. I'm not sure why. I made curry today, which I kind of botched a little bit, added way too much soy sauce in my curry. And maybe because of that, I'm needing a lot of salt. So be right back really quick, and I'm gonna grab a quick snack, and then we'll continue. Alright, I am back. Don't do what I did. I was making some chicken curry today and marinated the chicken in, like, what do you call this? A cup of soy sauce, a cup of mirin, which is fine by itself. However, I had the bright idea of also tossing the entire marinade, 1 cup of soy sauce included, into the curry. And now the curry is unbelievably salty, but I can't get rid of it. I think what I need to do is sprinkle some sugar in here to balance out the saltiness. But I also don't have a lot of sugar left. So I think I need to go to the store in a couple of days and get some sugar and, like, sprinkle the sugar in my bowls whenever I do get the curry ever so often. Balance with potato? I don't know if the potato would do anything, I'll be honest. Never use soy sauce to make curry. Okay, so whenever I make curry, it's one of 2 ways. Either I get the curry paste, the Thai curry paste, or I use the Japanese curry blocks. It was a mix of both today. And normally if you just use those, they're not salty at all. They're like spicy, but not salty. And I could have done, like, just added salt in there directly. But I like a little bit more flavor than just salt. So normally what I do is I add soy sauce, but not a cup of soy sauce into the curry. Maybe just like a few tablespoons, but not an entire cup. So that was not something I didn't think about when I did that. A bit of carrot. There was carrot in there, There was carrot in there, but the carrot was not sweet enough. So either I need to find something sweeter. Oh, you know what I could do? I could toss in some apples. Apples and curry is a thing. So I'm thinking maybe I do some apples. I just need to get more apples. Just chop up some apples. It doesn't have to be cooked at this point. Chop up some apples, toss the chopped apples into the bowl of rice and curry sauce. And that should work. I just need to get more apples. But not tomorrow. on Sunday. Because that's got other stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah. Apple curry is a thing though. Give it a try sometime if you haven't. Alright, let's continue. I got my salty fix right here. So we have Akira to deal with, and then we also have 24-hour security. And then now me has to figure out how to get past both of them. Really? The benevolent thief actually wrote this? I think this is our would this be our second or third time that we've probably run into Akira as the thief? Not Mirai Akira. Mirai is the thief, but I'm assuming she's moonlighting as one. Well, second, you think? Okay. I wasn't sure if the maid event was a first time or the second time. I know she was referred to beforehand. But what's funny is she's technically one of the 7 prisoners. But wouldn't you think people would know that she was one of the 7 prisoners? But yet somehow she's still in Wild Hunt, in a very high position also in Wild Hunt. Like, I can't wrap my head around that. I don't think we're gonna be able to get that answer until we get her. But so far, we only have Guacamole. Really? The Benevolent Thief wrote this? It's a copy, obviously. The Prefectural Council has the original in their evidence locker. You know what I mean? You're saying that the message is real? Indeed. Hey, who's this benevolent thief anyway? Oh, you haven't heard of her? Very famous, apparently. She's an actual art thief, unlike us. She is infamous not only for her bravado, but her success rate. She is also one of the 7 prisoners. So what's with the card? Why would she say that she's coming? She likes to be different, Risu. She's not a typical thief and enjoys toying with people, like a game. The benevolent thief always leaves a calling card before she strikes, and then she announces her target. So this is a message, a real calling card. Wow! I thought it was a poem or something. I can definitely see that. It's a little artistic. The benevolent thief is more into puzzles though. This message is a riddle. Which makes me wonder, Mio. What? Why did the prefectural vice captain show this to you? And then give you a copy? That's a good question. I do wonder if she knows secretly about Mio's business. But, yeah, why did she give you a copy? We are compatriots. The literature department is pretty small. Okay, so she's also in literature. But wait, is she not a writer? No, I mean, this is evidence. Shouldn't this be highly confidential? It was initially, but it turns out that... Yes? They need outside help. No one in the council could figure it out. Oh. So... the police, basically, let's just say, in this case, the police unintentionally contracts the head of the cartel without knowing they're the head of the cartel, who's also trying to get said item, while a thief who announces their presence is also trying to get the same item, but they're also trying to get help from the cartel that they don't know is from the cartel. This is messy. She wanted me to give it a try and call her back if I crack it. So did you? Did you crack it? No, not yet. Frankly, I have a lot on my mind. Is that so? Yes, because if you missed it, both we and the Benevolent Thief are targeting the Veronica exhibition. The Prefectural Council is on high alert from the Benevolent Thief, or the Benevolent Thief, meaning that the exhibition hall and the storeroom are under heightened security. Wait, and all the work you did is now useless. This twist means I have to go back to outline and replot. Go back to outline and replot. Life being the brains. And I'm not going to get far unless I decode this calling card. Good luck, champ. Mio. I'll be in the library at my usual desk in the back. I need to calm my mind and body. And while at it, maybe I'll crack this card. Bye. Oh, I love it. I love her faces. She's just kind of like, oh, no, not that one. Dang. One more time, Mio. Snails will cry, the hard sky will loosen. Only the king smiles. Hard sky will loosen. Sounds like the ceiling is gonna come down. I'm not sure about the other two, though. When the doors close and the rainbow blends, in that magical moment, I shall arrive. What is the author's intent? I'm pretty sure that's transliterated, because I can't imagine otherwise it would work. They would have to read the entire event to figure that out. Well, they would have to read the entire event to, what do you call this? Make approximations, make it a little bit more flowery, but I think this might be a transliteration, which works just as well. I scoured the exhibition site and found no paintings of snails. And of course, there's so many paintings of skies. Artists love the sky. Art sky? What? Only a few kings will be in attendance. And they were all scowling. Not even a hint of a smirk. So what could the Benevolent Thief possibly be targeting? Have you thought it would be the same painting you guys are going for? How does this get so complicated? And stupid. Why am I always caught in the middle? Books? Are they alright? Oh, hey, you guys are here too! Oh wait, why is it in question marks? Is it because they don't know each other? Technically, they don't know each other. But if Sensei is here, this would be revealed. Whoops, that was me. I should get a belt or a bag. Sorry to scare you. You needn't apologize. Please allow me to help. Thank you so much. Intro to Summoning Magic. Intro to Summoning Magic, the Split Path of Tarot, Understanding the Astral Plane. A big witch hat. You're Airy, right? From the Occult Investigation Society? Oh, it is you, Mio. I didn't want to assume you were really burying your head like you were struggling. I see. See, I was worried about a big quiz. There's this problem, I just can't crack it. Come to think come to think of it, Eri, your major is painting, yes. Practical and studio art. With a little history too, I hope. Do you know of any famous snail-based paintings? A snail? Like with slime? Nothing comes to mind. How about paintings of the sky? The sky? Lots of paintings feature the sky, but just of the sky? Do you mean night, sunrise, eventide? Something with a hard sky, if that rings a bell. Hard sky? As hard as in fire and harsh? Or hard like... I'm sorry, maybe that's a mistranslation. I've never heard of... Hold on a second. Freeze. Wait. Sky, night, stars. Hardness scale. I have an idea. Really? What is it? Do you think it's about lazurites? Lazurite is a blue mineral. It's in lapis lazuli, which is a gemstone that's great for intuition, divination, psychic protection. But most importantly, the name lapis lazuli means stone of the sky. If it's the stone of the sky, then that's a hard sky, right? I would have not gotten that. A gemstone, stone of the sky, hard sky. That's a fascinating insight. I'll research lapis lazuli. It could be the key. Thank you very much, Eri. No problem. So, sounds like you're into gems. Are you rebalancing energies? Casting spells? Huh? Oh, no. It's for an art appreciation seminar. Well, you might appreciate that lapis lazuli is used to make paint. A gemstone isn't paint? Not all chunky or anything. They used to grind it into a powder to make ultramarine. Oh, really? Is that a thing? It's a beautiful blue. I think it was also the most expensive paint in history. Ultramarine uses synthetic stuff now, but back in the day, procuring it made a lot of artists go bankrupt. Can you imagine? What commitment? The hard sky will loosen. If you were to grind lapis lazuli, the stone of the sky, and mix it to make it paint. Mix it to make paint. Yes, I get it. I remember a painter trying to make paint out of it. It was basically impossible, really. You can use lapis as dye in Minecraft. That is funny. Oh, sorry, Mio, I gotta take this. Good luck with your quiz. Hard sky was about a type of paint. Then could snails crying also be? It's worth a shot. Pigments, hues, materials. Got it. Time to focus. Best Wild Hunt girl? She's pretty good. I like Kanoe though. Do need to do the Kanoe Momotaka eventually. A few hours later. Why aren't you in the dorm? Hold on. I looked everywhere. We're just working, Prez. You've seen the team calendar. What's going on? Why are you so sweaty? What is it, Mio? Are you in trouble? I cracked it. Crack? What? The calling card. I figured it out. And to no one's surprise, it's probably going to be the same painting. Let's see. Wild Hunt Park Bench. The plot changes. As it always does. It changes in the middle of writing. It changes in the middle of... near the end. I'm with you on the whole ultramarine paint part. the hard sky, the lapis lazuli. But the snail's crying part, tears would be transparent, right? It's purple. Purple? Long ago, they made purple pigment by grinding up murex sea snail glands. You'd need thousands to make 1 gram of dye. Wow, people really used anything and everything to make paint dye back in the day, didn't they? I thought it was just gonna be like flowers for the most part, and then like berries and whatnot. But I guess they even use snails. By the way, Murex snail slime is a thing even right now, except that's more for cosmetics. There's a reason why purple was imperial color. Oh, I see. I'm sure the snails were crying because of the sheer cruelty of the process. And the king's smiling part? What's that? White? Yellow? No. Blue and purple dyes were so rare and difficult to produce that only royalty could wear them. I already told you how complicated the processes once were. This final phrase only affirms the previous two. The blue and purple weren't for the lay people. They couldn't wear or paint with them. Hence, only the king smiles. So the benevolent thief is after a purple and blue painting. Maybe an old one. How about the one that you have? Precisely. So if we work together and examine all the paintings that will be featured, we can at least guess what... Hey, isn't it already in Fuyu's case? I didn't steal anything. Yet? Oh. The love of purple and blue light. That's it, it's so obvious. It was right there and right here. And on top of that, we have the genuine article. Sensei, where did you show up from? Indeed. To think we already have what the thief wants. She doesn't know it, but... I was wondering if we were going to address this. It's like, wait, Sensei, when did you get here? Wait, Sensei? How long have you been here? Well, you wanted help, so I came over. Oh, really? Okay. Chalet's official name is Federal Investigation Club Chalet. And we find ourselves in the middle of an investigation of the benevolent thief. So I thought we could use a little help. It's not like they aren't already all up in our business. Of course, I don't have additional info. So you further implicated Sensei for no reason? But they brought cake. Grab a slice, Mio. We have forks. And isn't cake with friends in the park enough of a reason? Yeah, it's really good, Mio. It's even more delicious if you eat it in the cafe. Wait, where do we get this cake from? Come on, Mio. A couple of bites to celebrate. Sensei really knows how to buy a dessert. All of my knowledge comes from some brilliant students. Yeah. The ass club, I guess. We got this from them. Wait, Sensei. How'd you bring outside food? You didn't catapult the cake, did you? I guess outside staff members are allowed to feed the inmates. Inmates. This is a school, not a prison. It may as well be, though. I find that very debatable. And that's why I say we rope Sensei into our new premium food smuggling service. We can move cakes, soufflés, lattes with whip. I think the lattes with whip would not survive the delivery process. Denied for you. Sensei, why can't you do? Why can't they smuggle in food? Aww. Anyway, aren't we going off topic? That's right. Mia was talking about the benevolent thief. Now back to business. The benevolent thief aims to take the same painting that we intend to ethically swap. The love of purple and blue light. We want to exchange while she wants to steal. This is getting messy.
Actually, I find it rather simple.
Yeah. What you say you have her steal it first, and then once she steals it, they go after her, and you swap in the real thing we're supposed to go. She'll never know. Hello, Trojans. Welcome, welcome.
Simple? Our goal isn't to remove or retain the forgery after all. It's to place the authentic painting in its rightful home. If the benevolent thief removes a fake from storage, then all we have to do is put the authentic painting in its place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We would fulfill the conditions of the request and avoid holding on to any evidence.
Smart.
We wouldn't even need to struggle to move the painting out of storage. Conveniently, the benevolent thief will do all that for us. And my research showed that the thief doesn't put things back on the market. She steals things and keeps them. In other words, everyone can win here. She steals her painting, and the Veronica company finally gets the actual work they paid so much for. Even the cleanup is taken care of.
Wow. That's actually a pretty good anti-smuggling job, if that's what you want to call it.
I've been saying this for years, but you really have a knack for crime, Mio.
She has a knack for crime.
A backhanded compliment at best. I didn't major in literature to write these kinds of stories.
Then what would you like to write about, Mio? Because apparently you can write crime stories very, very well.
Well, now's not the time. We still need to... It's romance, nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, I see. She wants to write romance, but she keeps writing crime. I'm pretty sure there was a author that was in the same boat at one point. It's kind of like the Spy X Family manga artist. Keeps on wanting to make a serious action manga, I think, but yet he gets roped into making wholesome family fun with some action on the side. Wow.
Mio loved reading and critiquing romance novels so much that now she writes her own. Will you shut your... You're right, okay, but please be quiet.
Can I read your stuff?
I can't. No, it's not done. Much like this plan, we only cracked one half this calling card. Oh yeah, you're right. There was more. When the doors close and the rainbow blends, in that magical moment, I shall arrive. I don't think I know. Great memory, Ritsu. If the first part tells us the target, maybe this piece gives us the time. Any rainbow events on the agenda? That's a very astute question. I don't know.
It's probably not like on the agenda, more like Twilight or something.
Let's return to the dorm for now. We don't want to be caught after curfew. I've talked to enough people today. Yeah, Twilight's setting in. Sorry, Sensei, it seems like you just got here and then watch us stare into space.
No worries, I ride late in the day anyway.
The fun's not over yet though, Sensei. How about I escort you to the... Wait, Fuyu, what did you just say? Curfew? Escort?
That's a nice face. Fuyu has a lot of good faces. So does Mio.
Not that. Twilight? Yes, that's it. Twilight. What about it? Look at the sky. What color is it? Orange? Really? It's not. Look again.
Do we get to see it?
Sure, it's mainly orange, but that's not all. The sky close to the sun is orange, but it's lavender in the distance, a purple. And the thin clouds are dusty white, while the thick ones are shadowed with a deep ultramarine blue. At twilight, the colors of the rainbow mix together in a spectrum. The rainbow blends in that magical moment. Yes, she said the time right there. Twilight. Twilight! Oh, I see it. You're onto something. Twilight, right after sunset. We call that the magic hour. Magic hour? Yes, it's also right before sunrise. The hour is when the day and night blend. It's a great time to take pictures. Shadows disappear in the diffused light. It's romantic and flattering, and
She's right about that. So I'm assuming she's a photographer. Which, you know what? Good on her. Good on her.
short. Much shorter than an hour. About 20-minute tops.
Yep, sunrise, sunset are very short.
The magic hour. Maybe that's why the thief said that magical moment. It seems like a flash of time when compared to a long day. But how did you know that for you? I major in media arts. We covered it in the photography module.
Oh, media art, so not necessarily just photography.
Excellent catch. Anyway, that means we're going to steal the painting at as twilight settles. Sure, except... Technically, twilight happens twice a day. Once before sunrise and once after sunset. So which one does she mean?
That's a good question.
When the doors close and the rainbow blends in that magical moment.
When the doors close sounds like the end of the day.
Hey, maybe it's at night? Because we say that doors close when the workday is done. Especially with curfew. And now we're closing up shop. The free trade cartel is all wrapped up for the day.
They really sprinkled in all the hints here. I do appreciate it, even though it's simple. I think the hardest part of that riddle was figuring out all the color stuff.
Wrapping up, closing doors, and twilight magic hour.
Then you're done?
Yes, the code is cracked. Now, so we're on the same page. We agree that the calling card says that someone's going to steal the love of purple and blue light at dusk, right? Exactly. With this, I have the characters, the motivation, and the stakes. The plot begs for a revision. So, as a twist, we are now preparing for the benevolent thief's arrival. And we shall assist her in the theft.
Her literature side comes out in the most unexpected ways. She definitely is better suited to writing either suspense or a crime novel than romance.
The sun is starting to set. To think in the dark of tomorrow's night, the Veronica Special Exhibition will open. Can you imagine the glamour and majesty of the exhibition hall?
Oh, random robot guy.
Visitors will drift past the art without a single original thought, as if moved by a conveyor belt. All while clustering in front of the famous works like ants on a piece of candy, nodding and grunting as if they actually feel something. Or they might genuinely appreciate the exhibition. No, the public doesn't know. They don't sense the aura of an authentic piece or the crude insincerity of a forgery. They don't actually look at the work, you see. Yeah, I get you. I don't like art galleries myself because it doesn't seem too interesting. For them, it's all the reputation and the price. They let that determine how they pretend to feel. They study everything around the painting, but never actually see its true form. I wonder, again and again, will there ever be a day when the people truly value real art? When they stop sticking bananas onto walls and putting a blank canvas and calling it art? Maybe. Maybe. I feel like old art still appreciated, but modern art, screw that. Will the day of true sight ever dawn on the masses? I doubt it. That sun shall never rise.
Tell me, what do you think? I don't know about all that, but the cafe's about to close. So can you get up so I can stack the chairs? You were a cafe employee this entire time. Oh, my apologies. Then, farewell. Oh, wow. We actually get a new background. And of course, we have some art spoofs over here. I think the only one I recognize is the scream all the way back here. Like, we have the scream all the way back here. I don't think I recognize the others, but it seems familiar.
Tomorrow the special exhibition opens. This isn't our first time guarding the stores, but it's the most nerve-wracking. I keep imagining that thief popping out of the shadows.
Yeah, that thief. This thief. Right here. I'm surprised no one's caught on to her yet. Yet somehow she made it to jail once, and no one caught on to that either. Suspiciously in jail while, you know, not being here at the council kind of thing. How did anyone miss that?
Standing guard is difficult enough, and now one of the 7 prisoners might be involved. Well, if she doesn't show up to the storeroom today, then I guess she's not coming. Even if she is some sort of legend, how could she possibly sneak by when all of us are standing here like... About that. What do you suppose we are protecting, and from whom? Protecting the art from the thief? More precisely, the Veronica pieces. Are we not protecting the pieces from those who wish to appreciate them? What are you talking about? The exhibition starts tomorrow. Anyone can come and take a look. We even have free tickets. But the Veronica Foundation has decided which pieces are worthy of exhibition. People can only view what the foundation has curated. They can't freely choose what to see.
Right. This is her whole entire shtick, but she keeps it herself anyway.
To say that anyone can freely access art, that's an illusion. Yeah, but I thought everything stored down here would be featured in the exhibition. Perhaps, but the art pieces in this storeroom are only 10% of the Veronica Foundation's extensive collection. The other 90% are underground somewhere collecting dust, in a tomb much like this, entrapped in a state where no one can enjoy their beauty. Is that just? For art to belong to one who seeks to hoard and seal it away? The foundation owns this stuff, so there's no helping it, right? It is what it is. I guess you're correct in that the owner gets to decide what gets to be on display, but it's their right. I'm not so sure. If someone bought all the rivers and lakes of the world and then decided that you didn't get to drink, would that be their right?
Wow, that is a stretch, to say the least.
But that's different. It's truly not. Art and aesthetics are inherent rights. That which is beautiful deserves to be shared.
How is she gonna do this when she's openly talking to one of her, I guess, members?
The lights!
Pop, 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 pop.
Smoke bombs too? Is it the benevolent thief? Let's split. I'll cover the back door. Yeah, I'll go for the gate.
Split she did not.
An open heist. And so you have arrived. The benevolent thief.
Suspiciously similar halos. Suspiciously similar build and hair color and all of that.
The benevolent thief is here. Squad 1, 2, 3, report to Zone A. Remember your training. This is our school, our grounds. Press our advantage. Yes, ma'am. Heading to Zone A, right?
Oh, did they get knocked out?
Huh? Two squad members fell in the crater.
Crater? Why is there a... Get them out!
Yes, I see shovel marks. It's dug like a trap.
A trap? I didn't authorize any...
Yeah, about that.
A smoke bomb? There's so many. Where are they?
Report! I've lost visual! Who could do this?
That's not... Oh! We're actively helping? I thought we were just gonna be hanging back and not actually, you know, make traps, throw smoke bombs and whatnot. But we're actually helping.
I'm sorry. Prefectural Council, I'm sorry, Hiromi. We made them as safe as we could. No one should get hurt. How's it look, Mio? Did they fall into holes? Yeah, immaculate work is on the traps, Risu.
What about me? Don't I get a little praise?
No, and you and I are still on the clock. Mogul, take 3 and 5. And action.
Yep, 3 and 5, we're rolling.
More smoke! Get down! Or up! Or ah! Another hole! Pull me out! Again! Where? I can't see anything!
Is this what they teach them in the media arts department?
Stay sharp, Scribe. A straggler's headed your way.
Copy, Mogul. Watch the northeast slope. Your flank's vulnerable. Slow movements. Don't rush.
Why does it sound like the AAA game spoofs right now?
Copy. Confirm troops deployed to the west gate of the cache.
Take 12. On the mark, and action.
Feed is clean. Moving to command.
Copy.
Wow, there's a very professional operation. She is too good at this job.
Checking in. Mio? You look a little... Are you okay? How could I be? Look at us, abetting a criminal and attacking our own prefectural council. Hey, listen up, Mio. Remember one thing whenever the little voice in your head makes you feel guilty. Remember what? All the times the prefectural council confiscated our goods and cut into our profits. None of this would have happened if we weren't smuggling. Mio, please be positive for once. If this succeeds, we'll not only restore a piece of art to its rightful place, but we'll outsmart the greatest thief in history. This story you wrote can have a happy ending. Happy ending. Yes, no matter how I feel, we can't close the book now. Let's see this through until the final page. Fuyu, how many traps are there? None, we used them all. Very well, we did all we could. Now we can only hope that the benevolent thief was successful. And if she still whiffs it after all our help, maybe we should retire. Indeed. Now, Fuyu, do you still have the love of purple and blue light? Of course. It's safe and secure in my case. Good. Then let's fall back. After all, the sun's going down. I find that some of the best conversations happen at twilight.
Oh, wait. She knows the thing in the storage room is a fake and that they have the real thing. She knows of her operation, but how?
The veil of darkness hides the performative expressions of day and allows one to speak the truth. Good evening, my anonymous assistants. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the benevolent thief.
Sensei, don't you recognize her?
Shall we have a little chat?
Wait, I don't think Sensei saw Miria, did he? Definitely knows about Akira, but not Miria. The exchange of truth.
The benevolent thief. How did you...
He did see Miria? Okay. Misremember from last time.
I found such elegant traps in the storeroom. Ones I didn't set. And a unique smoke formulation keeps clouding the air. So many mechanisms were set in optimal positions, carefully anticipating the prefectural council's movements. How could I not notice the unseen hand of outside help? I believe I owe you my gratitude. You darlings have made my work so much easier.
And now... Wait, I wonder if she knew about the cartel this entire time. Because she's part of the council, but then here's a cartel, and she's now stealing.
Is that so? I'm glad you're happy. From the sound of it, she already has the painting. We better get to bed, right? One moment. There's nothing more dangerous than an unnegotiated favor. Nothing comes for free, and no deed is unmotivated. Tell me, everyone, why did you decide to help me? We're big fans of your work, of course. It was just an act of kindness. Spontaneous kindness. I do not believe it. Innate good, common courtesy. Those things don't exist in my world. Come on now, that's rather cynical, don't you think? Nice try, I will not be deterred. You see, even if I believed in your good, innocent intentions, this isn't like holding a door open for someone. It's abnormal. What kinds of people would so thoughtfully lay out traps to help a thief they didn't know? So, please indulge me. What was your intention, and what is your goal?
Where's Sensei? All the times for Sensei to disappear, where is Sensei?
I can't tell her the truth, obviously. If I tell her that she's taken the forgery, she'll ask even more questions. But what should I do? How can I get out of this? My, it seems you've forgotten how to speak. Well, no, It's fine, a spot of stage fright. If you're so nervous, I'll break the ice. What?
Fuyu shock.
The painting? Wait, why is my case unlatched? She took it out of my briefcase. How did she? Oh no.
She got the real painting somehow. Wow, she is sneaky.
You were gripping the handle so tightly. Your nervous gaze said it all. That gave it away, girls. I knew it was important without you whispering a word. Now, let's see what's so special. No. It's over. Oh? What is this crude forgery? A class project?
Wait, is it actually a forgery that we have, or is it the real thing? Would she know?
What? My question was simple. Why were you holding a shoddy replica of the love of purple and blue light? Pardon? What's she talking about? She thinks it's fake? The client slipped me a fake? Why? That can't be. Why? What would they gain? Why? That can't be right. But we've been holding a forgery? No, surely the benevolent thief is mistaken. After all, she thinks she stole the real painting from the storeroom. Even though it was actually fake, of course. Right, then her story makes sense. The thief stole the forgery from the Veronica Foundation but believed it was real. Then she stole ours and naturally assumed we had a fake.
But what if it isn't? What's even real anymore?
But what if? What if she's right? She is an expert. What if we were slipped a forgery? And the client didn't care if we destroyed an authentic piece? Who's telling the truth?
Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you. Sensei finally shows up.
Sensei, what are you?
I thought you might be out here. Where was Sensei this entire time? Ah!
Sensei.
How have you been actually, the benevolent thief, I mean. Okay, we're not exposing her name, apparently. Wait, I mean, just in case that her name is actually known around here. But she goes by a different name, though.
You remember me, Sensei?
Yeah, we remember you from that one time. What were you trying to steal last time again? I forgot about that. I just know it was a maid event, and that was it.
Huh? She's creeping me out. Sensei, you know the benevolent thief?
Of course, she's one of my students. Out of many. Even all the delinquents are also students.
A student.
I mean, she technically still is a legit student somehow.
Oh, then, Sensei, if I may ask, is she telling the truth?
It's not my job to distinguish what's true or false. It's not. By definition, Kaya is also one of your students. She technically still is. As screwed up and manipulative and a mess that Kaya is, she is technically still one of our students. Even Shuro is technically a student. The question is Kokoriko still technically one of our students? We have not made a decision yet about Kokoriko. And I don't think, according to their last meeting together, Sensei does not consider Kokoriko a student because he definitely said something along the lines of, what did you do to those kids? Meaning he sees her as an adult. So not a student. The only one that we know so far. And maybe even Shun. Question mark Shun. But since she's my student, I believe her wholeheartedly. Really? Even in this situation, Sensei? I mean, we also cover for terrorists, so what's new?
Wholehearted belief. Wow. I have an inquiry as well, Sensei. Are these girls also your students?
Of course, everyone is.
As I thought. Disappointing, but such is their trusting nature. Sensei, to see this side of you, In that case, the answer should be simple. Sensei, in a sense, vouches for the validity of each of our accounts. Therefore, it would be wise for all parties to reveal their hands. So my suspicious helpers, I shall ask again. Why did you assist me? And why do you have a forgery of the love in purple and blue light? You believe our painting taken from the case is the forged one? Yes, clearly. Really? My eyes, at least regarding art appreciation, has never led me astray. If that's the case, we should be honest. Mio, hold it. It's the wisest option for you. If she's telling the truth, then the client lied to you, to us. Very well, here's the whole story.
Are we gonna tell her that we're also part of the cartel? Or just that someone contracted us without telling her the cartel portion? That should be interesting. Well, Sensei is here as the witness. The only question now is, will Miria take this with her and use it against them, or keep it a secret? Mio thoroughly explained the Free Trade Cartel's mission to Akira, and the sun retreated, welcoming the night.
You girls believe the forged piece was in storage. And that the client on their noble mission gave you the authentic masterpiece? Indeed, I see now that we had it backwards. Yes, they gave you a forgery, and not even a good one. But here's what I don't understand. Why would they ask us to do this? Where's the profit? I'd understand if they wanted us to steal the real work and bring it to them. I'd have refused, of course. They wanted us to install a fake in the gallery and destroy the real painting. All for an exorbitant fee, I'll have you know. Why would they pay us so much to get nothing in return? I don't understand the motivation. No one would get anything except us. The world would lose a masterpiece for no reason. Some things, like beliefs and values, are worth more than money.
Okay, so I'm guessing the reason why the forgery was to be installed is so that someone would appreciate their art. That's all they wanted. I see.
Your client was undoubtedly driven by an intense desire. I suppose it isn't a desire. It isn't a desire. I understand. Singular desires don't require persuasion or an audience. However, I can hazard a guess. Your client wanted this forgery in the exhibition, where it could be admired by the masses. This was likely to prove a point. Perhaps they wished to mock the people by making them admire a forgery. Or perhaps they wanted to showcase their delusional art forging skills. That's so twisted. Are you referring to me, or... No, Your original mission, as far as you knew, was to swap the forged piece with a real one. And you thought it would be convenient to use me as your disposal service. Oh, we meant no offense. None taken. You trusted my skills and knew I would steal it cleanly. You thought of me as competent but predictable. I left a calling card and you received the message. There's no need to feel uncomfortable. I broke the rules much like you. This awkwardness was a natural consequence. But why do you keep doing it? Why not stop and just obey the rules? Stealing art? Yes, it's definitely against the rules. But are the rules always correct? Always just?
Okay, are we going back to the contraband stuff? Like the random rules, are they always correct? Should we ban spicy fried chicken? Should we ban Monster Energy drink? One of them is a yes, the other one is an absolute no. But I also don't believe we should be banning random paints for random things.
I don't think so. Rules grow stagnant and stale, falling behind the times, failing to account for growth. Clearly, you two fail to see the justification behind every Wild Hunt rule. Don't get me started. You know that they won't even let you... Shut up. So while I may not be obeying the rules, I find my actions entirely justified. It's the rules that have failed to keep up with me.
And that's why the cartel keeps existing.
I believe art should be accessible to everyone. Therefore, I oppose it being hoarded as personal property. That's why I steal art. Though it's not so much stealing as it is liberation. Then, may I ask you something? Naturally. Those art pieces that you liberated, where are they now? Lamentably, most people do not yet recognize the true value of art. Very few people possess a sense of aesthetics. But I have faith. One day the people will wake up. They will mature, with their hearts, and recognize true beauty. Until that day comes, I shall safely store and protect the liberated art pieces.
So she's just keeping it for herself.
You don't trust anyone. Why would I? And are you not the same? If not for Sensei's endorsement, you'd have never believed me. That's... Wait, how's that different? She's hoarding too. She's just gonna keep everything she stole. Shut up! And now that we're all on the same page, The conclusion is both obvious and elegant. Is it? My goal is to obtain the authentic art piece. Yours is to get paid. These are not mutually exclusive. In fact, we'd succeed through working together. Please elaborate. I will leave the forged piece behind as if I dropped in a clumsy attempt to escape. The prefectural council will find it and feel triumphant, and they will never know the difference. Then the painting will hang in the exhibition, and the council, who would hate to lose face, shall conveniently forget to get. Conveniently forget to get.
That's where we got. Got.
The piece reappraised. And of the genuine piece? Naturally, it shall remain in my care. Oh, please don't look so fretful. No one will ever know about the forgery. You're exemplary Wild Hunt students, and you didn't know. Let's not make assumptions. We wasted enough time. Farewell. Wait. The hour's late enough. The hour's late enough. And Sensei, it was an absolute pleasure. That wasn't a request.
Oh, that wasn't a request to have her wait?
What? Now, Timber.
What's going on? They had a trap for her too? The tree fell over?
That girl. She toppled a tree by punching it with her bare fist?
Wait, hold up. Do we have another Mika here that we don't know about? We got Mika, we got Hinata, and then we got Ritsu. What?
And she blocked my escape route. Impressive. Clever girl. You bested me. You bet. That's because I'm Utsubarisu. Why did you... This is why we established code names. Nice to meet you, Thiefster.
Ritsu, what is your code name supposed to be?
Thiefster? A likewise pleasure, Ritsu. As for you, I suppose I should hear your requests. All I ask is for a little peer review. You see, I've been writing this story and we're in it. This is my plot, my strategy, and my work. Clearly, I don't like smuggling. I don't enjoy breaking the rules or criminal plotting. Yet while this is my preferred genre, I still have my artistic integrity. This ending is uneasy and open. Nothing meaningful has been resolved. To end with a chuckle as everyone realizes they've been deceived, and then be rewarded with a dubious fee. As a writer, I cannot accept this rushed hack work.
Really? Is that what we're gonna call this?
And? Are you proposing a revision, dear author? Indeed. I never foreshadow without a conclusion in mind. So, please listen to my proposal. If you're willing to collaborate, I believe we can both agree to... a wager.
A wager. Of what? And we still have 2 episodes left? I would have expected the next one to be the last one. Test results. The next morning. Wow, what a crowd! I was expecting the Veronica special exhibition. How long until it opens? Did you look at the brochure? I didn't know they had this painting. Oh yeah, I saw this in a textbook once. Rabble, rabble, rabble. And the guy who commissioned us. They don't even know what true art is and they keep yammering. These fools wouldn't know what fake if it stared them in the face. I remember when I started out. The critiques that condemned my original, soulful works of art were the same who were tricked by a forgery I created. Only then were they satisfied. No one tried to see the painting for what it was. All they saw was the fame behind it.
the reputation, the expectation. They never cared about the true essence within. That's why they don't have the right. The right to witness true magnificence. And that is why I will switch the world's masterpieces with forgeries, one by one.
Okay, so he's doing this intentionally.
True aesthetics, genuine art, is debased by the vapid praises of the ignorant. Most importantly, the free trade cartel contacted me. They said their mission was successful. Excellent. This is the beginning, you fools. Ready your vacant expressions to gaze in awe upon my crude forgery. It is all you deserve.
Our doors are opening. Please line up in an orderly fashion at the gate.
For your convenience, please have your tickets out and ready. It's finally time. And here we go.
What? This is different. Huh? Why they put two of the same painting? But this one's famous, isn't it? Maybe it's some modern art installation. What's going on? Are you idiot? What are you idiots grumbling about? Move, come on. What are you looking at? Excuse me, pardon, if I could squeeze by and... Why are they both here? What? Wow, I can't tell which one's real and which one's not. They look exactly the same.
Two nearly identical paintings displayed in tandem? What's going on?
The previous night.
So you say you don't trust people, but it's more than that. Like our client, you believe that the public can't distinguish between real and fake. You think they lack aesthetic sense. Is that right? Correct? Then let me ask you one more thing. Have you ever tested that belief? Test? Indeed. I would like to know if the public is as ignorant as you say. That's aesthetically intriguing. Well then, how would you test such a thing? It's simple. We show the people both versions of the love of purple and blue light, real and forged. The visitors will be confused at first, but soon the crowd will divide. Without explanation or expectation, each person will be drawn to a painting. Some will stand before the authentic piece and some will stand before the forged. Yet if people inherently possess artistic sensibility, there will ultimately be a bigger crowd admiring the authentic piece. And yet, if people are as ignorant as you say, the crowd will end up evenly split. If more people gather around the real piece, you'll have no reason to steal the painting, because the public would have proven themselves worthy. Is that not the ray of hope you've been looking for? Very clever. Alright, if it turns out that way, I will cease my pursuit of this painting at least. But what if your experiment fails? If I'm proven correct, what are you going to do for me? I'll assist you in your next pursuit. With the full power of the free trade cartel. Mio, is that too much of a gamble? What if the people don't move like we think? I cannot passively watch and let art be stolen. We are Wild Hunt students. We must stand for something. Very well, I accept. Since this intrigues me aesthetically, I will sneak in and hang the two paintings. There's a proper way to do these things, I'll have you know. Thank you. Now it is truly time for us to part. I hope to see you again in a different form, Mio. And Sensei?
Bye, Madam Thief Akira.
See you later, Thiefster! I'm certain we shall meet again.
And of course, where's Miria?
Mio, they're drifting in front of the real one. We won! We did it! What a relief.
Mio?
Mio!
This one. There's something about it. It's the same painting, but it has more soul? I like this one more too. Yes, me 3. Are they gathering up in front of the forgery? You know, they made conditions for what if the real one has more people and then also evenly split. But they didn't make a condition for what if the forgery has more people. Would that be the same thing as a real one having more people? I feel like they can at least, you know, appreciate the fake for its soul, if that's what they're going for here. Why? Why is everyone gathering in front of the authentic piece? Oh, never mind. How do the ignorant, unwashed masses know? How could they not be fooled by my genius? And why did the free trade cartel tell me that they finished the job?
Hello there.
Is it Miria? It is her. Well, what's going on?
I think you know. This is your work, is it not?
But what?
We'll discuss this at the station. And do note, we are not the Valkyrie. You do not have the right to remain silent.
No, you got it all wrong. I'm innocent. It was a free trade cartel. They did this.
Free trade cartel? You must be mistaken. There's no such organization in Wild Hunt.
Take them, boys. Or girls.
Take them away.
No, I have a mission! A mission to protect art from the ignorant! They cheated! Wow. Did we still get paid? Did we still get paid?
So I lost this round, my clever little juniors. But I will not be so gentle on our next match. Isn't that right, Sensei?
You'll continue being the thief. Okay, Sensei knows. We're just not blowing her lid off.
Thief? I haven't the slightest idea what you mean, Sensei. I'm just an officer of the Prefectural Council, who arrested the forger and denied the existence of any cartel.
You mean you'll keep being Miria and I'll keep being Sensei? They broke the contract because they weren't supposed to reveal the copy in public. Well, even if that wasn't the case, he's still gonna get hauled off, and I don't think we can. The girls are gonna get paid if they get hauled off. So you know what this means? This means Mio still has to lead a life of crime for her precious typewriters. That's the only reason why the cartel exists, for the typewriters. I really, really want to know why it started, though. I do like that the student council troops use something other than sniper rifles. You know what? It's probably because of the Italian aesthetic, right? Yeah. And you'll keep being Miria, and I'll be Sensei. And when I'm not gonna expose you, and it's not our job to do that.
I suppose so. What's that? You let me be so long as I don't cross the line. Fascinating. If it's you, well, to be frank, I think being chased by you would be a delightful aesthetic. Every thief wants a good detective to be obsessed with her.
Huh? A thief?
It's nothing. Anyway, I have one more task.
One more task.
Well, I was assigned to be your guide, Sensei. Would you like me to show you the exhibition?
Of course, lead the way. Wow, to be so close to one of the 7 prisoners and not have them be so clingy to us. Unlike Wakamo. Wakamo could learn a lot from you, Miria Akira. I don't know how I should call you. Miria? Akira?
Well then. First, let's admire this work. The love of purple and blue light.
Just don't tell Wakamo about the state. Wakamo would probably raise an entire city block. Maybe not even the city block. Maybe she'll raise the entirety of Wild Hunt Academy if she ever finds out. She can never know about this. Never.
Sweets! Mmm. Delicious! You said it.
I told you it tasted even better at the cafe.
Exactly. There's a certain freshness that can't be replicated with takeout. The aroma and aesthetics. The taste is quite multifaceted. It's unashamedly sweet, but not overwhelming. Prez, don't you think it's rather selfish for us to be out here enjoying this? Just think of all the poor Wild Hunt girls who can't even have a crumb of this cake. I think we should consider adding these items to our offerings. How can you think of smuggling right now?
She's a true sales manager.
So, Mio, does it mean that we can leave Wild Hunt as long as we're with Sensei? Yes, Sensei's taken us on an approved outing.
Us on an. That is hard. Try to say that yourself.
Sensei's taken us on an approved outing, so even the professional council has to stand down. And that's also why Wild Hunt student reps are allowed to visit Shale. And that's since... thank you, Sensei. We entangled you in our nonsense, and now you've taken us on a field trip to eat dessert.
Well, since you work so hard, it's the least I could do. Sweets solve a lot of things, like low blood sugar.
Yes, and Mio's feeling much better now, right? Nevertheless, I've checked our books, and the total proceeds of this operation are looking very round. As in 0. Don't be silly, Fuyu. Our profits aren't 0, they're negative. Considering all our labor, the smoke bombs, the shovel we left somewhere. I thought it was fun. It was so cool the way Mio negotiated with a thiefster. Cool? Me? To be honest, I was surprised and impressed. To think that cruel final trap came out of your sweet little head. Your client tricked us first. They deserve it. It was only right that we paid them back. That's my girl. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Nah, we don't get paid. They don't get paid. They're broke.
See? You're unnatural. Mio's got a real knack for this, right? Shut up. But Mio, how did you know it would work? Why didn't people go to the fake one? That's all because of you, Risu. Me? When we first saw the fake version of the love of purple and blue light, what'd you say?
What did she say?
Whoa, it's pretty. The first thing you said completely naturally was it's pretty. And it was. But the term pretty is usually reserved for a nice accessory or decoration. It's not one would normally say when reacting to a masterpiece.
I don't know about that. I mean, I can't say I've seen that many paintings. Not that I would understand them to begin with, but I would say something's pretty.
In other words, your inherent eye for aesthetics recognized that the painting was fake.
Really? I wouldn't have...
Really? So I thought that perhaps other people would have that unconscious discernment, a purity of sight. Additionally, I leveraged that if we hung the forged piece right next to the real one, the comparison would make the differences all the more obvious. Like how a stale cookie tastes even worse if you have it with a freshly baked one.
Okay, fair.
That's why I thought to display the two pieces together. You think you plotted all that from just hearing Risu say one sentence?
To think you plotted all that.
I always said that lit students have a freaky, sick, perverted side.
Agreed. Agreed. If you think they don't, have you ever heard of the insane stuff that happens in... There's no other way to say this. Monster fucker literature made for women. Have you ever heard of what goes up in there? If you haven't, let me give you example B. Love in Deep Space. That's all I have to say about that. If you don't know what happens in Love in Deep Space with all their skins and alts, then you know what? Just know that lit students, lit people, anyone who has a creative knack at writing can be really freaky. Just saying.
How is that your conclusion? I suppose it's fair for us to celebrate our middling success. But ultimately, we did all that work for no payment. My cutie berry 87. It would be mine. Lit perfectly on the desk if your client paid us. Don't fret, Mio. It's still on the market, and I have a feeling it's not going anywhere. Honestly, it'll probably be there for years. Who else would buy it? What? Do not insult my precious cutie berry 87. It's only available because the world doesn't understand the aesthetics of the typewriters yet. But one day, when people come to understand its beauty, its art, its function, everyone will regret not snatching it up right now.
For $2,000? I don't think so. This sounds familiar. This sounds like something Mary Akira would say.
Yeah, I think so too. So Fuyu, what's the next job?
Oh! she's just jumping into the next crime. Jump into the next crime. Forget everything that happened. We still do crime.
I must procure the cutie berry 87 while I still can. And then, and only then, can the free trade cartel finally disband. Careful, the kid might hear. What are we whispering for?
What kid? Are we talking about Ritsu? And so the free trade cartel resumed its important business. And they'll keep doing so, apparently. Smoke bombs aren't cheap. Indeed, they're not. I feel like this was kind of fun. I like Wild Hunt Academy. Maybe because it's a new school. Maybe because we get new students with different perspectives. But it also adds a little bit of Akira. And also a little bit of what the heck goes on in these places. It's just fun. There's no combat. No, there isn't any combat. But I do kind of want to see how Mio got into this. So, for a lack of better judgment, I think I'm gonna have to get her. She is okay. She's not. What do you call this? She's not limited, so she'll show up eventually. But why not try to get her now? Why not gamble a little bit before the Fest Decagrammaton stuff? And you kind of want to see her at the typewriter too, so all right, a little gamble, just a little gamble. I'm not expecting to get her, but I'll at least put in a little bit, just in case. Well, that was a 10-roll ticket. 10-roll ticket has not succeeded as expected. What do we have? Oh, we have some more tickets. Sure, why not? Let's use it. Oh, nope, that's normal. That is utterly normal. Huh. Okay. Recruit again. Okay, time to dip into the funds just a little bit. Nope. It's normal. Mio. I have need of the cartel, please. Please. Just because I got Kanoe last time really fast doesn't mean you have to hold out. Please no. Please no. Alright, see you later, GNG. Have a good night.
ミレニアムサイエンススクール所属音瀬小玉先生の声が聞こえたのでここに来ました
No, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, you know what? I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Oh, well, anyway.
自警団任務の延長ですね
Wild
トリ
Hunt
ニティの安
Academy.
全のためならいくらでも
I
協
wonder
力
when
し
we're
ます
gonna get our next 7 prisoner student. Wakamo has been the only one who showed up in a really long. Oh, Spook.
自警団
What?
任務の延長ですね
Triple?
トリニティの安全のためならいくらでも協力します
Okay, we got a triple pull, guys. We got a triple purple.
ミレニアムサイエンススクール所属
Please, at least one of you be Mio. Wild Hunt! We got Wild Hunt Mio! Yes! That's
ワイルドハン
one.
ト芸術学院桜井美代と申します
Welcome, Mio.
どうして私
I'm really curious who the other two are.
よろしくお願いし
But
ます
now you're gonna be part of this. Welcome. Let's hear more about the cartel another time. Wait, a triple on a normal pull? What are you
自警団
joking?
任務の延長ですねゲヘナ学園
Who's the other two?
ご主人様と一緒に
Who's the other two?
ワイルドハント芸術学院桜井美代と申します
Double Mio.
どうして私が呼ばれたのかわかりませんが
Mio wants to be 5 stars
よろしく
so
お願い
badly.
します
And the third one?
ワイルドハント芸術学院桜井美代と申しますどうして私が呼ばれた
She
のかわかりま
wants to be 5
せんが
stars so badly. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Is this really lucky or really bad luck? I don't even know. Oh, wait, hold up. Nope. This one. There we go. I don't know what to make of this. I was hoping for at least different other I was hoping for at least different other students, but I wasn't expecting 3 Mios. And what did I have to pay for this? I paid 2 10-roll tickets and 40 rolls of pyroxenes. That's alright. So someone's Mio. No, you don't get it. I am liberating Mio from the masses because they can't appreciate Mio. So she's gonna be with me now. Yeah, we'll go with that. we'll go with that. Sorry, Fuyu. I'm gonna have to get you another time. And it seems like Risu isn't even available yet. So I am kind of curious here. Why did she get the Persona 4 TV stack? That is interesting. I will be maybe not surprised if she has any Persona references with this thing. Alright, hold up. I don't have room in the cafe because I did this earlier. But I do want to see how far it actually took her. Where is Mio? 300 total. shards.
先生のおかげでもっと自分を好き
And that
になれ
gets
そ
her
うです。
clearly to... that clearly gets her to 5 star.
来たんですか？
What do you even do? Sonic and Elastic? Oh, it's one of those things. And then we get you the gun. And how far does the gun go with
もし
180 shards? Oh, 80 shards. It doesn't. I'll go in and upgrade this. No, maybe not upgrade yet. I don't know what to use you for. Increase attack speed for 3 nearest allies other than the user. Huh, interesting. So she's attack speed increase would probably be good in a Seth raid or something. Increase attack speed, attack. Increases attack by 11% when using EX skills. Gains 1 operation strategy if EX skill was unenhanced. Huh. Interesting. Use for Yesod Phase 2. Really? Wow. I didn't realize she was that meta. Well, I guess we'll use you here for when the time comes.
おかえり。
She clashes with Rio, does she? Are you talking about the new Rio? No, wait, she's not is she striker? She should be a striker unit. Yeah, she's a striker unit. So it should be fine. She does not clash with C, Hina, or Rio from what I could tell. The attack increase might clash with Rio for the attack up. But other than that, I don't think it's such a big deal.
先生、
Let's put her in here.
前世から
Who do I remove for now? Sorry, Mari, I think I'm gonna have to move you for a second and we'll put Mio in here. Let me see. What are your lines?
書いているものですか？完結してからのお楽しみです。
Alright. Well, anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. I took a little bit of damage with the pyroxenes, but we can get that back pretty easily. Next week, though, we're gonna be doing the Arius story. Really curious what that's about. So, and I should be able to get the rest of the guide tasks when that happens. Have so many level 1 students can't use pinks because it's hard to get EXP. It really is. It really is. I think you really only level up students when you need them, right? You don't level them up before you need them. At least money is easy to get, but experience is for some reason really hard. Even when it's rate like double drops. It's not worth it a lot of times. A lot of times I just get the experience from the card draws, like this one over here. Actually, no, it's not even experience I try to get from here.
特殊
It's just
ようこそ先生。こちらです
the
よ。
random rewards. Yeah, grinding stages don't give enough EXP. So it's like, what do? You just kind of have to wait. 3 Sumugis and a Kanoe. What did we even get here? A little bit of money, a lot of enhancements, random equipment, and then the random EXP, which I guess 4 reports are decent
運
enough.
がいいですね、先
So,
生。なんだか話がごちゃごちゃしちゃって。
anyway,
書いているものですか？
that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be back with more Blue Archive next week as usual. I will also be back tomorrow to try to finish up a game that I started, I guess, earlier this week. Hopefully I can beat it. It's gonna be a rough one. But yeah. Alright. Let me get the outro for today and I will see you all later. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Is this still... Okay. Don't play in the background. And now how do I work all this? I change a lot of stuff. Not that one yet. This one goes up and here. That's not it. It's this one. All right. See you guys later. Bye bye.